I mean, this is a bit tough, but it's not, given these are A's, B's and C's. And if I flat out, there's got to be a hill. There's going to be a hill coming up. And I think it's coming up now.
Oh yes, there's a hill alright. Just take a look at this thing just after 3 kilometers. This is a 3-hour racing category enforcement race, 2 laps of the park perimeter loop. 19 kilometers, just a bit over. Let's take a look at what happens. This is a mixed category start, so you have to identify the riders in your category and try and keep with the leading riders in your category, otherwise you'll end up getting lost, left behind. Don't let any gaps open up and keep up with the front riders. When you see that the peloton or the group is not riding too hard, then you've got to take it for granted that there is a big hill coming up and that they're all waiting to put the hammer down at that point in the race.
I mean, this is a bit tough, but it's not, given these are A's, B's and C's. And if I flat out, there's got to be a hill. There's got to be a hill coming up. And I think it's coming up now.
Well, here's the hill. It's not the Zwift, and some of you lighter and stronger riders might think it's a bit of a joke, but this is where the race sorts out the A's and B's from the C's. This is where the race splits up for us. So after first time up the hill, there were just 2 category C riders left, and we worked together towards the end and stayed together and just did this sprint. So after the first time up the hill, there were just the 2 of us in category C left to ride together. We pulled well together and we caught a category B rider on the way to the finish, and all 3 of us rode well together and had a sprint. And at this point I noticed that 2 riders behind us were starting to catch up. They'd been 10 seconds behind and were getting closer. They got to about 6 seconds behind us when we got to the hill, and that's where they blew towards the top of that hill. That's it, the two riders have blown, they're not going to catch us. They just now have to concentrate on the sprint. That's it, into the last kilometre. Time to concentrate, stay focused on the other rider and the remaining distance. You need to be sprinting at about 350 metres to go.
Dead.
So this is where I made a technical error. When there's only two of you, you don't have to watch 4 or 5 people. So when your opponent drops back behind you, when there's only about 400 meters to go, he's going to take a run up at you. The only thing to do in this case is when he starts dropping backwards, he's going slower than you are. So you should hit those pedals as hard as you can. He's dropping back, so he's going slower anyway. And with the lag on Zwift, he won't see that you've accelerated, and you should get 15-20 meters head start on him and stand a better chance of getting the win.